Hello, welcome back by Deus X. We were just gonna talk to my new partner. Well, almost. Alright, let's go.
My new partner, J.C. Denton. Don't tell me you're going to wear those sunglasses during a night operation.
My vision is augmented.
Better to look good than to have the distractions of another agent who needs backup.
Forgive my interruption. I just wanted to say that I look forward to working with you, Agent Navarra. Also, excuse me, I've got to be briefed by Mr. Manderley.
I do not expect you to perform as well as Agent Herman, but the mission will require us to do more than frighten the NSF with our baggy coats that make us look bigger than we really are.
I am prepared to perform my duties.
For instance, not to be a man running into enemy lines without coordinated military assault.
No problem.
You're just bad because I didn't give you my weapon. I know you. That's just but thank you. Hey, what took credits? What the hell? Click exit. You go away. Are you hacking or something? No. Right, the public access. Finally. There is a crime of conscience. The question must be asked. Is the global rise of terrorism a hazard response to the decimated economic or is there a pattern? Does it not reflect coordinates intelligence possession? Some groups, celebrity France, for instance, have declared the Meme War, or War of Meanings. The terminology. They spread email and pamphlets that lampoon the union's proposal for a one-world democracy, a tedious exercise in rudimentary propaganda. With sophistries and doublespeak, they portray freedom as obedience, democracy as tyranny, and UNESCO as a perpetrator of terrorism, an idea as shocking as it is reprehensible. Other organizations such as the self-proclaimed Revolution National Secession Force (NSF) in the US claim allegiance to the Meme War, but are in fact no better than common criminals. They desire territory and wealth at the expense of society at large. The civil war is merely a smokescreen for criminal activity. Any population can be quickly turned against such revolutionaries simply by educating them about the US policies and goals. Joseph Manley, yeah, whatever. Next, tech profiling. Symbolic attacks, the Statue of Liberty bombing, the desecration of the Soviet War Memorial in Berlin, the department store shooting, sprees on Orchard Lords in Memorial in Berlin, the department store, Singapore, or the real cause of the week. They serve only to call attention to a group or cause that is of no more than marginal interest to the public. But what distinguishes two terrorist activity is its gradual escalation towards genuine acts of war. Fringe groups now have access to technology that always direct assaults on governments, including the classic three of nuclear, biological, or chemical weaponry (BC). But aside from direct assaults on a nation and its people, indirect attacks can cause considerable collateral damage. Rogue software can disrupt free national markets, communication, and military operations, while encrypting programs allow terrorists to coordinate smuggling operations in secret, right over the net. Drugs, guns, illegal immigrants, and even heavy equipment such as armored vehicles and cruise missiles are routinely rotated across borders, aided and abetted by such software. UNESCO, the first organization with the technology, manpower, and authority to cope with such threats, is an idea that is long overdue. Joseph Manderley, director of the UNESCO, Waba. Know your enemy. The National Security Forces (NSF) remain a very real and increasingly widespread terrorist threat. 10 years ago, in response to the Sporting Weapons Act of 2242, splinter groups from nearly every state militia refused to surrender their rifles, grenades, landmines, and other collectibles, prohibited by the Act. Unified under the charismatic leadership of Leon Woods, these isolated fanatics eventually formed the NSF, with Woods assuming the rank of general. Their intended goal, the liberation of Washington, Montana, Oregon, and Northern California. While Woods died during his famous last stand in 2045, his war machine continues that what can only be termed an occupation of the United States, aided by an encrypted network designed by dissident computer scientists from San Francisco and Seattle. Currently, the UNESCO cryptographic division has had minimal success in cracking their communications, requiring more direct intelligence gathering techniques to be utilized. UNS has declared war on the NSF. The Silhouette. Famous for inserting 20th century style commercials into the net podcast of the World Cup in 2050, Silhouette favors feast of spectators. If I know the World Cup of 2050, I can play some lottery then. Because I know who's gonna win then. Oh yeah, I want to do that. Give me the score of the 2050. Printed circuits, part of this nutritious breakfast, the announcer told children in one of the World Cup commercials, "You ain't make till you eat make. And make boys choose a membership. Boys who eat organics get stunned by their post-human classmates. Make boys in Yatska helmets and metal boots take turns kicking on the boy." Despite their numerous pranks, these intellectual, artists and labor organizers pose a serious threat. They are well armed and have been linked to the murders of numerous European politicians and journalists. They will not hesitate to use lethal force. Whatever, the triads. United surveillance of Hong Kong is currently a high priority given the nominal threat of Chinese organization crime in the form of the triads. They actually exist in real. Despite being a model of prosperity and technology leadership for decades, Hong Kong persists as a haven for organized crime. The triads, namely the Luminous Bat and the Red Arrow, vie for control of the 10 trillion credit shipping business, much of which supplies Greater Asia with pirated technology, illegal drugs and weapons. Most disturbing of all, the triads breach an ethic of techno-piracy that has found enthusiastic support among small shopkeepers and businessmen who often aid the gangsters and buy their bootleg software. Gullible and greedy, this army of middlemen remain insensitive to how their violations of intellectual property and copyright rights damage to global information. Other threats. United corporates have identified over 1,250 terrorist organizations. Damn. Active in the world today, some too small to currently present a serious threat, but all eager to see one or more governments topple. Groups such as the Templars, X-51, will be dealt with for Lem's Norway enemy. What the hell? I know the Templars. Yo, can I hack you? Without any precaution to hacking. Because I'm hacking the account of someone else. Alright. 150? Oh, give me the 150. Hey, draw. Close. Can I see any mails? Channel. That's not the one. Logs. Nope, images. Conversations. Too far. Too far. Ah, oh, I cannot. Too bad I cannot see any. No, the note. No, I don't need them. I don't need the damn that fuck. Jonathan, your husband to be. No, I cannot see any mails. I thought I could read my mails, the mail I had earlier, but I guess not, so let's just move on, right? Yes. You idiot. You're just jealous because I didn't give you a weapon. And you can't be the hero, because I'm your hero. That's my physics guess. Guess I'm gonna listen to what they say and go here.
Hello, Mr. Denton. I guess you're here to see Mr. Manderley. Welcome to UNATCO HQ. Our little family keeps getting bigger.
Is Mr. Manderley available?
Yes, go right in. By the way, your computer account is ready. Log in JCD, password Bionic Man.
If I came here earlier, someone else was with them and someone was waiting here. Where's that go?
You're going to make a mess.
Just for your info, your new password is Night Killer, Mr. Manderley. Manderley? Ooh. J. Manderley? I need that for you never know. J. Manderley. Night Killer. Ooh. I need to write it all down. If you came here earlier before talking to the other guy, you had to wait here because the other guy was talking blah 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 blah. I'm going to my computer first.
You found your office. Did Janice give you your log? Yes, I see here that she did.
You. Yes, she did. What did you expect? United Handbook. In carrying out the duties, United agents often come in contact with the public. You are a peacekeeper, and your first objective is to safeguard human life. Too late for that. Though terrorists may see an advantage on civilians, United agents do not. Issue a warning before firing at the suspect, and always instruct bystanders to get down on the ground. Refrain from firing into large crowds. Every civilian hurt is collateral damage. However, keep in mind that no civilian with a clearance below Angel or A should be trusted and may be a potential spy. Anyone can be a spy. And secrecy is alright, like, remember, we're all in this together. So you can't harm civilians, but you have to see everything as a spy. Very easy to understand. Welcome to Alaska. Classification. The UN has 9 levels of security above top secret. This manual and all material that is not otherwise marked is classified as Angel or A. If you are not Angel A or above, report immediately to a supervisor or face disciplinary action. Other classification will be explained upon reaching higher clearance. In its efforts to combat terrorism, the UN has created UNATCO for the swift deployment of coordinated force to counteract any insurgent operations. You are justifiably proud to be part of this organization. Your physical capital has placed you within the upper 1% of national ground combat units, while your mental capabilities have been owned to sharpness by the United Academy. But as part of a larger organization, you also understand the necessity to heed orders from your superiors without hesitation. Your superiors are typically briefed on matters for which you may not be cleared, and hesitation on the part of an agent can result in a serious impairment of mission objective and attendance. Casualty. United has faith in you, and this faith will be rewarded. In due time, as your operational capacities are increased, brave the darkness, for you carry the torch of freedom. Or is that later? I don't know. Alright, what was that? JCD, Bionic Man. Okay. Hello, Ninwes. Hey, Ninwes. Guess I have to get used to calling you JC around the office. Not sure where they came up with that, but at least they gave you the same last code name as your brother. Anyways, whatever they are calling you, it's good to see a familiar name on the roster. My first job here has been to read up on your argumentations. I'm beginning to see why you found classes so easy. Every neuron in your head has been augmented. For example, the voice in your head from an operator, someone here at HQ, able to handle the scanning equipment in your skull and broadcast that fires over your infolink, leaps fully formed right into your terminal lobe, bypassing the eardrum and sensory neurons, and is perfectly inaudible to everyone around you, of course. Not to mention that the nanites clinging to your axons can both receive and transmit symbolic information. So if you ever need help, don't sweat it. Someone at HQ probably already knows. Come by if you want to hear more. This is great stuff, Jane. I was asked by the regional medical coordinator to forward this information to all of you. I do so without further comment, Dr. Reyes. But now we have heard about the upcoming transition to nano-augmentation. It's coming, but not as soon as you think. Unitka has only one nano-augmented agent, with a second just now graduating from the academy. It will be years before the gunman leaves the laboratory. Your mechanical augmentations are not obsolete. Some agents express concern that they will be walking junk in 10 years. One agent expressed their fears in an anonymous email saying, "Will be sold at flea markets. Old grey golems for scaring the children. So what about my legs? What about my life?" Say, that will be Angel Gunther. Keep some perspective. Postistic remain the only proven technology for energy new weapons. Those who make the sacrifice are appreciated, commended, and saluted heroes. Nano-augmentations will often encounter stress created by resentment among fellow agents, particularly those who have been mechanically augmented. In an effort to secure freedom and liberty for those under their protection, many UNATCO agents have chosen to sacrifice social acceptance for mission performance by surgically replacing limbs and organs with mechanical or electronical enhanced equivalents. But your nano-augmentations point the way to the future. Thousands of microscopic living organic machines that exist in similarities with your body. Because such augmentations create only minimal dysfunction, they are likely to be a source of friction between you and other mechanical augmented agents. But it is important to understand that UNATCO is an organization where individuals must act in concert. Each is important to the whole, and mutual understanding is essential to teams comprised of diverse human and augmented agents. If you have any further questions or wish to discuss this issue, please feel free to send email to blah 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 to make an appointment. And welcome to United Agent. Oh, that reading! Oh my god! Alright, I will just go inside now. I cannot open this now. Thank you. More reading. In carrying out the duty, I already did that. So there.
Hey, who do you think you are?
Do not fail of previous attempts to create a low-profile rotary aircraft involved the acquisition and retrofitting of a availability hardware that had neither the range sailing nor electromagnetic transparency to avoid numerous eyewitnesses accounts or unauthorized military interactions. In addition to exacerbating public misconceptions about governmental operations, such encounters also jeopardized several key missions. Project Debug was initiated to address this issue to the creation of a stealth aircraft that could be used as a platform for a number of mission objectives. Whatever. No numbers.
Reporting for duty, sir.
The man himself. Splendid. Do accept my apologies about the situation topside.
A refreshing change from the academy, sir.
Don't despise training, my boy. Even you would be worthless without the shaping touch of drills and studies.
So the NSF took a shipment of the ambrosia vaccine? Give me a chopper and a pilot and I'll handle it.
I'm sure you could. Yes, indeed. But we're having your brother head up the recovery team. You'll work with Agent Anna Navarra. Why don't we meet when you've seen Jaime for a medical checkup and received your equipment from Sam Carter? You'll be briefed at that time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I came here for nothing, I guess. Fine, let me read this then. As science processes at an increasing rate, more and more advanced is finding its way.
The Med Center and Armory are on level 3.
To life perpetuity to other law. While it's imperative to restrict the free flow of information already present in the public sector, UNESCO is committed to ensuring that this threat does not go unaddressed.
I've got work to do.
UNESCO Research and Development employs some of the most talented scientific minds in the world to develop proprietary technology in absolute security for field use by full agents.
Come back when you've seen Carter and Reyes.
And or the last no names, I guess. Under no circumstances should agents discuss any piece of equipment or technique currently employed by UNESCO. Agents operating contrary to this
I've got work to do.
Will face immediate disciplinary action. Within our laboratories lies not just the future of law enforcement, but a safe, secure future for our America. Now shut up, I'm reading. Bootcamp for
the Med Center
School
and Armory are on level 3.
Semester at the Canyon City Bootcamp. City school officials. The crime, we have verified that she told another student that she knows how to make a bomb, said Principal Madrigal. What makes this case notable is that
the Med Center and Armory are on level 3.
Her daughter wears black, said Father Brandes also in the paper said. She has an occupied jack and we later used to play games. We allowed her to get a tattoo when she turned 16, but none of this makes her a criminal.
Come back when you've seen Carter and Reyes.
Taught at Medicine High when the mention of a person occurred. Peter Sassi will not be alone in Canyon City. Last year, 50,234 young people served sentences in the
The Med Center and Armory are on level 3.
A legacy of the Northwest War. Shut up! Ooh, chocolate. I like chocolates. I also flushed the toilet. It was so smelly. Thank you. I'll go downstairs. I guess there's nothing to do there. Ah, the pot. There, throw the pot.
That was a
What's this? Guys. Oh, cigarettes. Not that I will use them, but you never know. Ah, the girls. What is this? Oh.
How unprofessional.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted to catch you, but didn't work so well. I'm going to the medical first. I need you. More reading. Nah, I'll leave that for next time. I need you. I can install this. I can install. Also, take the what is this? Combat things. Starting out to calcium ion. Melee weapons. Nah, I'll use this one. So I can take more things. Install this one then. Thank you. Can I heal? Heal all. Thank you. Next one. But I think I'm gonna leave that for the next time because it's late. Too much reading. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. So have a nice day. Bye.